So the IP showcase here at SMPTE has been quite good. We just finished up a great panel of the experts that have been working on 2110 here with a lot of questions. We had Rick, who was the chairman of the drafting group, and John was the editor. Paul put together the demo over here, and Luann from Nivion, she talked about some of the applications and the importance of IP. But Paul, can you tell us a little bit about the demo?
Sure. Well, we have a core network here consisting of 5 independent switch vendors, all connected together. We're running 2 networks redundantly with 100 gigabit links between them. And then we have a large amount of terminal equipment connected, including SDI to and from IP gateways, playout devices, IP multiviewers, and IP test equipment. On this multiviewer screen, we're showing a number of the different technology types that are being supported by SMPTE 2110. So for example, up on the top here, we're demonstrating a number of native 2110 multiviewers. So these are the same as multiviewers we use today, except the input formats are all SMPTE 2110 instead of SDI. We're showing a number of pieces of IP test equipment, and their interfaces are up here just for people to look at and get a sense of what they do. And then we're showing a sampling of the SDI to IP gateways in operation as well. So these are taking content from an SDI source, transporting it over the IP network, and then being taken back to SDI by a different vendor for display on this monitor. So we're showing here actually, although it says brand X or Y or Z gateway, that describes the receiver. The transmitter is actually one of a different manufacturer. It may be coming from anything including a gateway or a playout device or a piece of test equipment. So just as we walk from left to right in our rack layout here, we have actually some pure audio environment equipment. This is stuff that you do find in the TV world, but it's really part of the audio production world. So for example, we have a mixer and some audio processing equipment using the AES 67 audio standard, which is fully compatible with SMPTE 2110-30. So here we are using AES 67 gear to receive 2110 streams, and 2110 gear receiving the AES streams from this gear. So we now have full interoperability over IP with the world of audio. As we move to the right, we see some gateway hardware and other equipment being used to take SDI to and from IP. As we move even further over, we get to our noisy switch core. And here's where we have 5 different switch vendors interconnected in various ways to 2 redundant networks. We're using 10, 25, and 100 gigabit interfaces among the switches, and we can have a fully redundant network operating here with 5 vendors happily participating without too much regard for which vendor is doing what. These are the playout servers. These are your standard channel in a box or direct-to-air playout devices. So the back end of them that you expect the behavior from is the same as SDI, but they now have ST2110 interfaces on them, and they work exactly as you would expect and as they always do. We have some test equipment which has direct interfaces on it. So for example, a scope which now contains IP features as well as video and audio features, as well as some pure network test equipment which also has some video and audio test features in it as well. And then finally on the right, we have a demonstration of the PTP technology behind the synchronization mechanisms here. These are our masters for the PTP network across the entire demo, but we have some additional gear here where we're demonstrating the performance capability and characteristics of the PTP synchronization system. So this work has been the result of a number of interop tests among a large number of manufacturers, a large amount of hours spent testing, and I've got to say this really does prove that this standard is ready for air. It's here, it's now, it's about to be published, and as you can see, it works.